You know, I came to find out, but I didn't like, is that at the other schools, you're not really paying for your education.
No.
You're just paying for that name.
You're paying.
You know, you're paying for
Yeah,
a
you're paying
teacher
for
to
that
sit
name.
there
That's
and
insane.
show you how to cook. Here we're paying
To learn it and
touch
to
the food,
know it
touch
and to
the knife,
understand
and-
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in that kitchen. You know, I really like is the size of the classes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
I think it's
The
like the
ratio
perfect
is
number.
like
If we had
only
any
2
more.
students to a teacher.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
That's perfect.
So we
we
get
could all
more
be at
one-on-one
the same
time.
table with that teacher and have them teach us at the same time and both
Yeah.
understand.
We all
Whereas if you're like
understand.
at another school, you got what, like 20 other kids with you in the same class?
Hmm. Yeah, and us having such a small class, it allows us to have more one-on-one time with the teacher. If we have a
Yeah.
question, we can ask them, and
And it helps us learn how to deal with other people as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There
Exactly.
might be people there that you're not gonna like, but if you gotta deal with them for a while, you gotta make it work.
Yeah.
exactly,
You know
you
what I
do.
mean?
You have to, and it's gonna get you used to seeing the same people every day because in a real kitchen, you're gonna have to see the same people
Yeah,
every day.
so you're gonna have to-
Hopefully,
Hopefully the same
hopefully
people.
you'll stay at the same place.
Yeah.
The same team going every day.
Exactly, but you have to learn to work with that.
You have to
Exactly.
learn with variables, you know, like every day we have different groups, but we've all worked with each other enough to know that okay.
But I feel
Exactly, this person is
Now
more
we can do
comfortable with
this, yeah.
this.
like,
and-
yeah. But even if we work in groups, I feel like we still all work as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
we
the
do.
end, I feel like, which is really cool. I think other places you totally wouldn't.
I just like how they break
Yeah.
us into groups. That way we have our designated people we can listen to, but at the same time, the whole kitchen as a whole
Yeah.
is one
Yeah.
big group. You know,
It's
that's
like
how it is.
a
in-
group within a group.
Like when we've gone to other places on field trips, and that's how it's been. There's a big kitchen, but each part of the kitchen has a designated area.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
whole
exactly,
section.
but they all
But they
have to
all
work
work as
right.
one.
Exactly.
That's kind of how we are.
Yeah,
When we
that's
break
what I
up in
like.
our little groups, and sure we gotta make the same food, but at the same time, we're separated but in the same area.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what teaches us good organization, I would say.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
learned that totally.
Oh yeah, this place has helped me a lot with organization.
Oh, I was so not
Yeah.
organized before.
I like how
Me
now when I
too.
first got here, I'd cut up an onion, there'd be onions all over. And
Oh,
Exactly,
yeah,
there's
exactly.
and I
towel
would
there,
never
yeah.
clean up after myself. I
It's
would
like
just
now I
like
get
let
feel
it.
like-
But
Yeah,
now
I never
I'm like,
understood
alright,
that if
time
you
to
worked
clean my
cleaner, you
area.
made better food.
Exactly, they've
I
taught
do
us
it
time
nice.
management
I never-
and having a plan.
Oh, yeah, I
'Cause
never
without
thought
a
about
plan,
Without a plan,
don't know
you
what
ain't
you're
going
doing.
nowhere.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
it's definitely true.
It's hectic in the kitchen if you
Mhm.
don't have a plan.
You gotta connect with the people in order to make it work right. There's no friction. Things don't work. In the kitchen, it's dancing, you know?
that. Yeah.
You see it, you know?
It looks like we're
You walk in at the
dancing,
top of the
I know, if
kitchen,
you
you
had
watch
like a
everybody
camera
like, wow,
from
look
above,
at
it
him.
probably would.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is
Cool how
crazy.
slithery we've gotten.
Yeah, Pascal and
'Cause they
Jackie and
repeat
Lou,
it,
they've all
too.
prepared us to go out into the real
They've
world.
made us comfortable where we were learning so that we can learn. You
And
know? If
they
you're not
gave us the
comfortable where you
confidence to
are,
take
you're
that
not going to
step.
want to learn there.
Exactly.
And that's what they've done. They made it comfortable for us here, and because of that comfortability, I feel like once I'm done here, you know, I should be able to get a job anywhere. you know?
Exactly. That's how I feel. I,
I
feel
feel like I
completely
can-
confident.
I can just walk
Yeah, I
into
feel
any
like they made me
restaurant and be like,
confident who I
yeah,
am
this is
and-
where I went, this is my chef,
Yeah.
and you want
I
to
feel
Not
like-
just the name, though. I mean,
No, I
they've
mean, not the name,
prepared
I'm
us
talking
so
about the
well.
chef.
They've taught us to be organized.
Yeah.
That's one of the main things. You have to be organized.
Yeah,
if you go
I've
in a
learned
kitchen and you make the best soup, but if you leave a mess behind you, the chef is gonna kick you out because he doesn't want to have to clean up after you.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to clean up after
cost them
yourself.
more money trying to clean up than you would making it.
Exactly, and that's what they teach us here is
Mhm.
organization. That's why I'm so confident.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel the same way. Like as soon as we're done here, it's just gonna be a breeze, hopefully.
It's not going to be super easy, but it's going to be a lot easier than if we went to another school. You know, the other schools, they don't really prepare you as much. They don't teach you about the ingredients that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
They just teach you what to do. They
Yeah.
tell you what to do, but they don't teach you about where
it came
certain
from.
things come
Yeah.
from, and so you don't even really know. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Right? Like I feel comfortable enough to wherever I get a job at. As soon as the chef tells me debone a chicken, I'll know what to do.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Without having to worry, like, chef, can you teach me how to do this? Can you show me what to do? It's like, no, they prepared us for that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Give me a julienne of carrots and celery. It's like, all right, no questions asked because we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we deal with different ingredients, like weird stuff that I've never seen
Yeah.
before. If I would have gone into a kitchen, like, because we deal with native ingredients here,
Mhm.
you know, if I would have gone into like kitchen that uses native ingredients. Some of the stuff I've never dealt with before, like quail, I don't think they do
Right.
that in any other school. I don't think they
That's
like.
I'm sure they don't, because we're
they-
the only school with a Native American thing.
Yeah,
So.
we do all
Exactly.
kind of American foods. We got what? The games. We got the
Yeah, we do
quail,
Yeah,
everything, all
we're
the
gonna do
spices we
rabbit,
We got bison.
quail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bison.
That was good.
I've never heard of any
Venison,
other
you
school
know what I
using
mean?
bison.
Like I don't think we've used venison yet, but we're about to. But I don't think
Yeah.
anywhere else can. You know what I mean? Venison. That's kind of hard to come by.
It is.
But yet here we are learning about it.
Mhm.
Because you never know. One day we might be in a kitchen where they have those ingredients.
And we'll be able to say,
Yeah,
I know what
we
that's used
might.
for. I'll do something with it. If somebody wants us to make an Amish boosh. And that's all
Exactly.
that's left in there, and you'll actually know what to do with it.
Mhm.
Yep. Right.
You'll know how things.
And you'll impress
taste.
the chef because you'll know what you're talking about doing.
Exactly.
Really
I
are.
haven't been sick at all since I've been going to school here.
I've only been sick
At
twice.
all because of the nutrition that they've taught us. You know, I've been eating a lot healthier. I haven't been drinking
Right.
any soda, anything like that. Not eating boxed foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot more
Nothing
energy. I
really
haven't
processed.
been sick.
We're going fresh with everything.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
I came here, I
me
used to
too.
eat fast food, a lot of fast
Yeah.
food, and now all my friends
I'm
eat fast
scared.
food,
That's
and
so
I just look at them
nasty.
and I'm like, how can you eat that now?
It's
Like I had a
I
burger
can't
the other
even-
day and it was not the same as I remember it.
It's
No,
just-
like
it's
yeah,
not
when I have it,
good.
I'm like, it's not the same.
It was like a rubber piece of
Yeah,
grease.
it tastes like rubber.
Yeah.
That's
Just-
all it was to me.
Also, since like I've cut out all that stuff, like I don't know about you guys, but I've lost like some weight. You know.
Oh, I've
since
lost
they-
like
Yeah,
since
I've lost
15
coming
pounds
here.
almost.
Seriously,
I'm close to it now.
Lost
I'm
a
like 12
bunch.
pounds.
it's good stuff.
And I've got a lot more energy, you know what I mean? I walk
Oh,
to
yeah.
school every day, so
You used to not walk to
I
school,
used
but
to
now you
never
do.
walk.
Cause
I mean, the first day I walked to
Yeah,
school, it
right.
took me like a half an hour to get here.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't live too far, but half an hour.
Yeah, because then every day you
Yeah,
got someone to take you
that's
home.
a little too
It
long.
takes me like 10 to 15 minutes to get here in the morning now.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's at a brisk walk. And when I get here, I'm not too burned out. I'm just like, give me a cup of water. You know?
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
because of that nice, good nutrition we're getting here.
exactly.
That's a
Fresh
good way
foods,
to-
they're delicious and they're good for us.
They also teach us about portion control, and that's very important
Yeah.
because
Yeah, knowing when to say no to food and just be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, like I've
Plus,
learned a lot
like-
about that. Like I used to eat dessert all the time, and now I've learned that I can say no to it.
well, not even
I
like
feel
how
bad.
much you eat. It's like the size.
Yeah,
of
what the perfect portion on a
piece.
plate is.
Exactly.
Because
Serve,
most places
yeah.
they put too much on a plate.
That's true.
Exactly.
Like they always
the
say,
Cheesecake
don't kill
Factory
your
gives you a
customer, right?
pound of
Of cheese-
cheesecake.
Yeah, you're just
Oh.
kind of like.
What is wrong with them? That's not good for anybody.
Pound of cheesecake on one slice?
yeah.
It's-
but
Crazy.
It's almost more than we serve in a whole cheesecake. That we
Yeah.
make.
It's terrible.
the portion is a lot of what you. Too much of anything isn't good.
And I also like that we know where our ingredients come from, like the farm, for instance. Like we
right.
got to see where they come from.
You
With
get
the
our
other schools, I
ingredients
bet
from
they
an
just
actual
think, oh,
farm.
just come from the grocery store. That's what the chef buys. Or
That's
just
Like,
a
true.
big
oh, the little
person.
thunder machine.
Like
dropped
they don't
water
know.
on there,
Most
and now
other
we got
culinary
celery
students,
there. It's
I'm
like,
sure they
no.
don't understand where it actually comes from and
Yeah.
all that stuff. That's the advantage. We got to see that and understand that.
I like
Exactly.
that we get to see where we get all our produce, not just our vegetables, but
Yeah.
our fish. You know,
We
our
can see where we
meats.
get our meats. We
No,
can see
and-
everything. We get
How
to
to
watch
tell
them
if it's
come.
bad.
they
Yes,
teach us
we know what
when
we're
a
doing.
fresh
How to
fish,
tell what
when
you
it's-
want to buy
yeah.
and what you don't want to buy.
How to store them as well.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I like that.
Like, sure, other schools probably would have told you about it, like, the first couple days.
Mhm.
And then after that, it's past old criteria. But I mean, here, every day, like, you better wrap up that chicken stock, you better put it back in the
Mhm.
fridge. You know,
Exactly.
If not, you better put it back on the stove.
Or
and
about
heat
your
it up.
food waste. They teach you about your
Mhm.
food waste and stuff like that. I
I've
bet
learned
those
so
other
much
schools
about that.
waste so much
Right.
food. Because
Oh,
they
they
don't. I
do.
don't think they talk about that.
I doubt they ever
you
make
know?
stock amount times.
They
we
don't. I
make
went to
stock.
a class with
Yeah,
another
we
one.
know how to make
They don't.
stock.
Yeah.
They never taught me how to make stock in
That's
their
all I
class I
was-
took.
I mean-
And they had a bin twice the size of those two bag
Yeah,
sinks we
see,
have
all
to fill with
those
scraps.
trimmings
They
they
just
have,
threw
they
it
could be
out.
making stocks. But that's one thing we learned. We got to make stocks with whatever
Yeah,
you
that.
got. Make use of what you got. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, they really teach you how to use every little bit
The stem
until
of
you
a
can't
mushroom
use
costs
it.
the same amount as the button of a mushroom, so why not use it?
Exactly. And it's the same thing. You just got to cut off the little dry piece, not cut off the whole
Just
stem.
refresh the
Yeah.
cut real quick. I mean, it's not like it's
I mean-
bad.
Exactly.
Understanding our food, that's a good thing I think they taught us. You know?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great thing.
Respect your food.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also the fact that they let us help them. like with other events and stuff too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That way we get experience when
They
we go to
allow
school.
us
We're not
to-
just like thrown into the
We know
world
how to deal
right
with
away, and we know how to
people.
deal with all sorts of people. You know?
True. All sorts
just-
of people.
Kind of cool. Then you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or that we get to go places like yesterday when we went catering. We get to
Oh,
go. We
yes.
get to see the real world. We get to see on the other
We
side.
went to the Capitol.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
the
but
Capitol.
That was important.
That was a big
So-
deal, and we rocked it.
or when we go tomorrow, you know, the big
Yeah,
thing.
Barrett
That's really
Jackson.
cool.
I really
Stuff
like
like-
how we get a lot of compliments when we do
Yeah,
events
like
that,
yesterday,
you know what
I
mean?
was not even serving. I was doing marketing. Everybody who came to the table told me that food was the best food they'd ever had.
See what I
All
mean?
the native people. And I
Yeah.
said, that's what you
That's
get
good.
when you come to our school. It's just what I kept saying.
Mhm.
I mean, it's true.
No other school really compares to this one.
No, because I don't think the
This
food would be
school's
as good.
cheaper. They teach you more. It's more hands-on.
Like I went to open houses at other schools, you know.
So did
and
Me too.
I.
I was
Yeah.
so happy to be there, and then when I got there, I was very disappointed. It's
Exactly.
like,
was I.
this is what I'm gonna pay
I was just let
40
down.
plus to go to school for. I was like, no. And then they hear about this school, and they got the native component, you know, and that we deal with our foods every day. And then on top of that, it was only what, like 15 grand for tuition. And I benefited the most here than I think I could have anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't have asked for a better place to be. I mean, I
Yeah.
love everybody here.
I love
We're
it
all
here.
like family.
I love the people
mean,
here, and I really am sad that we're gonna be leaving
I
soon.
just
Me too.
I love.
You know, 1 month, then it's over.
Yeah,
But I mean, within that 6 months, we've learned a lot.
I've learned so much
Quite
within
a
6
bit.
months. It's incredible.
Yep.
Okay,